Good morning, this is Mark with your update for Wednesday the 19th of June. It's not been an easy week thus far. The markets are waiting for FOMC, and in truth I will do nothing else today until after that FOMC news. There is a further complication being thrown in by President Obama that Mr. Bernanke will not be with us next year. And the one thing that markets do not like is uncertainty. And it's the uncertainty from last month's FOMC statement when there was a hint that they might be about to start cutting back on QE that has caused all the nervousness. So the reaction from today's FOMC could be huge and could then shape the movements for the rest of the summer. However, what we have had so far, the pound dollar, I showed you on Sunday how last week's candle had clearly closed outside this upper trend line, and therefore I was looking for a pullback to long. And if we go down to a daily chart, I explained I was looking for a pullback to 56.20 and I would place my stop just below the 200 EMA, and thankfully I did, and this is why EMAs are so important to me and why the 200 particularly, because what did price do? There was a nasty move down, and if you look on a 4-hour chart, had you been trading from a 4-hour you would have got a better entry. I had a forward order in place and I was busy at the time of the move, and therefore my order at 56.20 was filled. However, on a 4-hour chart you could have waited for this candle to close. Wait for it to close. What's it done? It's bounced off this 4-hour 55, the 200 and the 78.6 just below, which is where you'd have your stop, and it's moved back up. And I know some of you in the forum caught an extra 30-40 pips out of this by waiting. The other thing is, you could, as I've mentioned before, simply trade one currency pair. And had you concentrated on the pound this week, you had a break of a trend line that goes back to the beginning of May. You had a break back down below 5,700, and therefore that was a good place to short. You could even go down to a 1-hour chart for an entry and look and see what you had here. This was the break. This is the pullback that we're always looking for. This then was the move away. So one currency pair has yielded well over 100 pips. My gut feeling that the Euro USD may turn back down rather than go up was spectacularly wrong. It's still bobbling around. I'm still leaving it. It's stuck at 3,400 at the moment. It did pull back again to the monthly 55 yesterday, and this is proving to be support at the moment. You also have a support line here, but for me, I'm leaving that alone. And as I said to you earlier, I'm waiting now until after the FOMC. The other good trade from Sunday, I'd explained when price was down here after the market close on Friday that everybody in the world would be looking around 12800 for a short, and I explained that we'd had a break of a daily trend line and we'd had a break of this 5800, and therefore traders all over the world would be looking if price came back up here, and this is currently 60 odd pips in profit. Both of these trades I have taken some profit off, and I have now my stops to entry, because on FOMC day this is quite capable of whipping and going hundreds that way, or hopefully it will go hundreds that way and it will work in my favor. The dollar yen never pulled back. It's not got back up there once again. I mean, long term we are looking for longs on this pair. Fotis mentioned in his update on Monday that he expects this to go to 150, and I have traded this once it has been up around 150 before, and he has explained all the economic reasons for it. So long term we are looking for longs, but if after the FOMC news price stalls here, I will still be interested to short tomorrow. Similarly with the Swissy, gone nowhere, waiting for a pullback up here for all the reasons just explained on the euro yen, that we'd had a break of a daily trend line and we've got this weekly 55. So that is the area for me, but not now until after FOMC. Murphy's Law with the Aussie dollar. In recent weeks I have been shorting at 9,600 with my stop just above this monthly 55 EMA and the fib. However, what happened this week, I thought I'd be a bit more conservative. I'm going to go for pullbacks to 9,600 because 2 or 3 times in recent weeks we've gone all that way back up. What happened? Monday price came up. Had I entered at my preferred 9,600, I would have made 200 pips there. So it was a bit of a sickener. But that's the way it goes. Not easy markets, but there have been some predictable trades. And some of the guys in the forum who trade some more exotic pairs also have had good trades this week. So it's not been easy, but there are trades out there. and the pound and the euro yen that I showed you on Sunday both worked, and they were done from forward orders taken from Sunday's analysis. Wait until after FOMC. Have a good day.